Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and let's do a read for the month of November, guys. Welcome, all right? Let's take a look at what's happening for Taurus here. This is going to be what the universe wants you to know. We're going to see what wants to bubble up to the surface, all right, guys? Definitely like and subscribe, note your comments below, guys. I do appreciate that. It helps my channel tremendously, so smash that like button if it resonates with you, okay, guys? Let's continue and take a look at what's happening. Ooh, this wants to come out. Okay, nice card to get. All right, so let's take a look. Give me one more. That wants to come out here too. Okay, so we're gonna break it down week by week. So we're starting with the first week over here, and let's take a look at this. So we get the Seven of Cups, and then we get the Chariot card coming through here. Okay, very interesting. Aren't the cards beautiful? So let's take a look here. Now you obviously see that smiling face, you know, right in the middle there, right? And this guy that's standing there. Oh my gosh, you know, these are all the choices that are available for you right now, Taurus. So especially as it pertains to emotions. So this might have to do with love for some of you, all right? So like I said, we're just going to call it as it is through this. And then I also get Cancer card, which is the Chariot card. And this is about moving forward towards your dreams. You can kind of see that he's on the chariot. He's moving forward, and it goes in towards, you know, kind of like the sky, right, towards the universe, and really focusing in on that. And, you know, focusing in on, you know, stepping forward, you know, moving forward, and taking action. Some of you could be getting a new car. Some of you, you know, might be taking action on something of emotional, you know, something of emotions here, because when I get the sevens, it talks about maybe that you've got a lot of choices, right? Now it also means too is that there's so many choices. I've got issues, right? I don't know which one to choose, or you know, I've got commitment issues, okay, within a situation, something pertaining to emotions, okay, that's kind of stepping out. And it's kind of like before you move forward, it's like you have all these choices before you actually take action. With Cancer energy, but this is having faith that you'll take the action. This is about having faith and taking action and moving forward. So very interesting, very interesting. So the Seven of Cups is really, I mean, the sun is shining right in the middle, and this is saying is that, you know, you look at this, you wanted this, you got this. Now it's about, you know, narrowing down those possibilities and what that looks like. So it could be an opportunity for some of you to really, you know, take a look at what is it that really makes you happy? What brings things to life? Okay, because it is about you know, what cup to choose. And I almost feel like this person is paralyzed with confusion right there, right? You know, and this is saying, you know, you're lucky that kind of, it's almost like the nature is speaking, or the source is speaking, whomever that is really coming out, or spirit is mentioning to you, you have all these choices. Now it's up to you to make the best judgment, okay? It's a lot of golden chalices that are here, and it's like yeah. So you got to remember who, you know, think about who that might be for you. That's kind of coming out from there in terms of making that right choice. In terms of when you're in the midst of confusion. Yeah, this is about, you know, when you're at this point right now, and you feel this. The other side of the coin is the other side of the card is this, which is really looking from behind him, and this is how he's feeling. And so if you're feeling like this, you know, probably the choice to make right now is just to focus for a moment, take a breather, and a breakthrough is going to come that's going to make things a lot clearer. So for some of you, it could be that you're feeling like this. Some of you might be feeling like a little bit more in the dark, but because this is the card that came out, it could be that now you're enlightened by that one choice that you need to make. But if you're feeling this is saying stop for a moment. Don't make a decision until you feel like you become much more clear or even obvious. Because if you move forward too much when you're feeling like this, it's going to get a little murky, all right? And it wants you to await for further instructions, and then the light can come through the trees and say, okay, this is the one I need to move on, okay? And this has to do with emotions. So some of you have a choice in terms of perhaps love, or in a situation, maybe for some of you moving, going somewhere, choosing a car that you want. You know, there's a lot of things that can come out from this, especially because I get that Chariot card coming through here. Yeah, so it's beautiful energy, but it's all about an opportunity to, you know, make a choice and then wait for that enlightenment to come because it's coming. Okay. And this is too, this is this gentleman, he's moving towards the light and the horizon, right? He's moving towards the universe, the light and the horizon here. And it is about, that a path exists using intuition, not logic, and having the strength to move forward. So that's what this is saying, okay? Anything else that wants to come up for your first week, Taurus? Very interesting energy. And then I get, what do we get here? The Emperor energy. Wow. Okay, so the Emperor energy. And this is being really solid and strong, developing some sort of structure and foundation. So maybe it has to do with your, grounding yourself in some sort of structure, and creating an action plan to move forward, after making that right choice, or what that choice is for you at this moment, okay? So that's what I feel that's coming through here, okay? And this is, the Emperor is all about, Aries energy, so it could be done with an Aries, so you might have that in your chart as well. What does numerology have to say for you here? What is that? Woo! Gosh, you guys, interesting stuff. Music is going to help you out a lot. So you might be incorporating music to help the emotions of your body, which is that sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus, to feel confident in the emotions of your body so you can make a decision and the light comes through, right? So use music to help you. I think it's going to be key, especially during times where it's difficult. It's a 32 card, reduces to a 5, especially at 5s are about adversity. So in times of adversity, to balance your emotions, it brings more confidence to you. Something having to do with music is key, okay? Very good. Let's take a look at your second week. Second week for Taurus. It wants to come out in November. What is key for Taurus to be aware of in the month of November, the second week? What do we get here? Nice. So what do we get here? So we got Justice card, and then we've got the Ace of Swords, okay? So something is going to be balanced, all right? So now it's kind of like you get that clarity that you were looking for, that victory that you're looking for. It's kind of like that crown that's coming through here, right? But this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and the Justice is Libra energy, major arcana, okay? So I feel that you've got this opportunity, to really move forward. And this is an opportunity. It's kind of like that, with this first card here of being the Justice, it's like you're free to choose what you want. And this is about regardless of anything. It's like kind of like you're ready to kind of choose what it is you want and make some sort of decision. So I kind of feel that that's what's happening here. Okay. So it's an opportunity. You can't sneak around justice. I think that's one of the key things to remember. Okay. And, even, the moon is hidden. It's like you can't hide behind the moon anything that is true to you, because it's going to come out, and that's what this card wants to remind you of. Interesting, huh? So it could be that you might be experiencing during maybe the new moon that's coming out within Scorpio, November 4th. It might have reverberations from that into the second week. This is like the truth is going to come out. So it's like you better face your truth with your own free will, or wait and let justice, choose its time to give that verdict. Okay. So Libra energy is coming through here. The situation's very fragile. Okay. And so that's what this is talking about. It could be a court case you're dealing with, something of the sort that could be having to do, that's coming through, maybe finances of some sort, but you're going to get the power, victory, and clarity that you need. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is coming through here. So very interesting. So just note that you're going to get that clarity that you're looking for here. It's saying is that, call upon using that Ace of Swords here, because there's a potential for victory here if you, stand by your truth and don't hide and come out and do what it is that is right for you and your truth. It's going to be key. Anything else that wants to come out in the second week here, it's going to be key here. Three of Swords. Okay. So the Three of Swords talks about, maybe there's some sort of, Five of Swords. I was going to say, there's no heart here. Five of Swords. This is about conflict, some sort of tension or defeat. Now here's the situation. you stand as the victor while others walk away, okay? So in this situation, who really wins, right? So if it has to do with a job or a situation, one side of a situation or another, you know, whatever that is, this is saying you do come out as the victor, but at what cost is that, right? So, you know, it's the same, be careful of, you know, of letting the ego, you know, kind of run its amok, you know, kind of run amok in the situation. Because there's some sort of adversity. He's placed down his sword, right? And he walks away, right? And if you look at the other side of the coin, the other side of the card, you see someone is actually subservient to this person. It kind of has that kind of a smirk on his face, or just really focusing more on, yes, I did this, you know, but does this really feel good playing into that? So I think that's what is questioning what's coming through here, what's going to be most important for you, you know, in terms of this. So the fives are about some sort of adversity, okay? Yeah, because it's kind of like, you know, the person is bowed before him, but the castle behind is lying in ruins. So who really wins? No one gets the castle. No one kind of gets, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. That's what's kind of coming into play here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So winning the battle, maybe that you're not completely convinced that, you know, righteousness only gives satisfaction in the moment. Maybe it's just a momentarily fleet. Let's take a look at what the numerology has to say for you in your second week. Interesting. Whatever the case is, you do win something, okay? Let's take a look what's going to help you. Effort. Okay, so the 13 card, it reducing to a 4, and this is about effort. This is about grounding yourself in your root chakra to give you confidence. So, you know, make the effort, I guess, within a situation, within this process. It wants you to make the effort. And the interesting thing too is that it all has to do with confidence, you know, as well. So it's kind of like that you have to make the extra effort for certain obstacles to overcome. And it could be that you have to utilize your inner power. And this is to say to recognize you're stronger than you think. So the effort is going to be key. So, you know, perhaps this is a really good thing. I'm glad I clarified it. Life is an adventure. A 55 card, ending with a new beginning. So the second week, if you've got a court case, something to do legally, it's going to come out. It's going to be a little bit of an adventure, but it is something that is an ending with a brand new beginning that's coming into play. Okay. And that's what this is saying. So it's like, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic, but I think there's adjustment that you make in your life that creates a change for you. All right. So whatever the case is, you know, maybe because I got effort and adventure, that you're maybe using this in the best way possible here, that you are calling in all your efforts in order to get through something, right? And recognizing, you know, the dark and the light side, you know, within that process. So that's what's coming through here. So be careful of, I think the biggest thing is that distrust or disbelief. If you distrust someone or you disbelieve someone, give yourself reasons why you feel this way, is what's coming through in the second week. So I kind of put that into play if there's any sort of distrust or disbelief in some sort of legal situation or balancing out, could be with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know, or a court case of some sort. Put the effort in. Go through that process of discovering it and see it as an adventure, you know, in love or in life, okay? Third week, what's coming out for Taurus? What do we get? Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups. Wow, we've got the 9 of Swords. This is the 10 of Cups is about maybe there's some sort of anxiety over a love situation, of getting into alignment about a love situation. But this is saying, look for rainbows. Look for rainbows in the situation, right? That's what this is talking about. This is about being emotionally satisfied and letting go of the anxiety, right? The anxiety that had once held you back, all right? And that's what I feel that has happened. Remember that anxiety that you felt at the very beginning, right? And then you kind of, you used music, right? And that you took action, right? After you made some sort of plan with the Emperor energy. Again, Aries energy, Cancer energy, and water energy is coming up there. But I do feel in the third week that there is an opportunity to come together and let go of the anxiety, move forward in love, and feel satisfied. There is an opportunity here, guys, okay? Beautiful energy, because the Nine of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is reading of that anxiety. And this is the 10 of Cups. Wow, this is emotional alignment, body, mind, and soul. So, look for the rainbows and not look for the anxiety-driven things is what this talks about, all right? What's going to help you in numerology with that? That is so key, guys. What do we get? Spirituality. Yeah, having faith, double faith, the 7, right? Faith in terms of adversity, because this reduces to a 14 to a 5, and that's adversity. So having double faith, 7 in the midst of adversity, and use your spirituality, your connection with Source to help you in this process. Oh, this is so good, guys. This is so good. What does your light side want to remind you of in terms of this, knowing that you've accomplished letting go of some of that anxiety-driven behavior and connect with spirituality? Step outside for some fresh air, okay? So your light side wants to remind you to do that, especially when as it hits like your third week, okay? And very, very good energy, all right? And let's take a look at the last week here. Let's take a look at what wants to come through for Taurus last week. What do we have coming through? Nice, getting rid of that. Oh, you guys, it's almost like it's a double, like your third and fourth week have to do with the same thing, because now we get instead of the 9 of, it's kind of like instead of the 9 of swords that we got in the third week, we get the 10 of swords. So that's saying, yep, I've tied it up, I put a bow on it, and that's out, right? Getting the anxiety, depression, or despair. I'm using my intuition and my connection with Source. We get the High Priestess card, right? And the beauty about this is it's 1-1, right? Especially in the month of November at the last week, is you're using your intuition to overcome this way of thinking or being or feeling, right? You're knowing that your connection with Source calms you, right? That spirituality, so getting out in nature and getting fresh air in your third week, but your last week is that you're calling upon, you're letting it go once and for all. The 10 of Swords is the 10 of Swords. So you've got the 10 of Cups the third week, and then the 10 of Swords the last week. And that's just saying you have overcome that way of thinking, doing, or being within a situation or just in life, all right? And what do we get here? Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups, intimacy and compassion. That opens up a new fountain for you of love to come flowing through you. And it's this never end, all fulfilling love that keeps continuously coming through, down and up and around, down and up and around. The fountain of water of love and emotions, right? And this opens the door to intimacy and compassion for you in your love life and in just life itself. And it's beautiful. It's you realizing that your spirituality and your emotions play a very big role in terms of the intimacy and getting what it is that you want and that connection and overcoming old anxiety of the past. So beautiful energy. Anything from the numerology? Manifestation, guys. Nice. So you don't give up. Focus on what it is that you want and keep it alive. So keep manifesting is what this talks about, okay? And the key thing here to remember is that, that you're in need to acknowledge the power of your mind and your ability to manifest. And this is what it wants to come through here, okay? There's a powerful cycle of divine manifestation that is taking place. So set your intentions around the beginning of the month. So the second half, you could reap some of those rewards, okay? At least some of the short-term goals within that. Your manifestation, right? Your dreams serve the greater good, and as well as your intentions are for the greater good as well, you've got an opportunity for the universe to help you. So I'm going to pull a manifesting card and see what you need to focus in on for Taurus before we close out. All right, what do we have for Taurus last week? What do they need to manifest on for this month? What wants to come through in the manifesting cards? What do we get? Wealth and prosperity flow easily to me, right? Here you go, guys. There's that fountain, right? It's the fountain moving forward. It's whatever it is, it's making you feel really good, all right? Making you feel really, really good, all right? So that's what's coming through, guys. Note your comments below. Definitely like and subscribe if it resonates. Sending you lots of love and light and wishing you a fabulous November. Until next time, namaste.